Sunday, April 25th. Got done with work and thought I should try out my foot and see what it's like. It hadn't hurt in a while, and started on a jog. Didn't know how far I was going to go. Didn't have any expectations. But for the first few minutes, I was like, okay, it doesn't hurt at all. Well, that's good. But then after like 3 or 4 minutes, I was like, oh, there it is. And then, because I was originally thinking going 10 minutes out and then 10 minutes back, however far that is. And then after a little while, I was like, maybe just do 7.5 minutes out, 7.5 minutes back. And then I got a little bit further, and I was like, let's just go here and then turn around and come back, which is like 5.5 minutes each way. So like, 11 minutes. So a mile. Worst case, I went a mile. And it felt okay. Mild discomfort. Now that I know what I'm looking for, what I'm feeling for, it's like, okay, now it's not nearly as bad as what I let it get to last time when I had to take a couple of weeks off. But I definitely felt where it is, and it's like, okay. It's like, is there some sort of stretching I can do before and after? And it's like, okay, it's like I'm going to use this muscle or tendon or whatever. It needs to stretch, or the muscles need to change to adapt to allow for this motion. It's gotten so, it wasn't used to it. I remembered, but a lot of my muscle groups, they maybe didn't remember. Anyway, so it was a successful little jog. So I'm pretty happy with that. I got my heart rate up, got my breathing rate up. It was a good little jog. Yeah, and I feel good about it. Everything else in my life, I don't know. But as far as I know, I'm doing okay. So, obviously there's some things that I'm like, dang it, I wish I knew more. But that's just not how it is. So, anyway, I don't really have much. Literally, I don't really have much. And this will not take a while. So, yeah. It's the full moon today. It's out there right now, somewhere. I might try to get some pictures, but they never come in, not with my phone. You see a bright, it could be a light, there's no resolution, so you can't even hardly tell what you're looking at. Because it was a nice little horizon shot this morning that I tried to get, but it just like, it could have been a street lamp, for all my camera can tell, my phone. So I didn't even bother, because it just looked like a street lamp. But it was the moon, but I just... And, yeah. I sure wish, oh yeah. Yeah, there's the phrase. I am, a lot of times, and this is why I seek, this is why I'm constantly seeking, is I am reality impaired. I just cannot tell anything outside of myself. It's like, and even then, it's like, I'm guessing. So I just hope I don't step on too many toes, or offend too many people, or am rude, or am impolite, without meaning to. I just mostly am just trying to stay out of the way, and trying to do as little talking as possible. So I don't know. It's just, what a mess. How does a person get to be this way? Well, it takes practice. That's all I can say. And for whatever reason, there's people that look to me for answers or guidance, and it's like, I'll do what I can, but there's no promise. But I do know the one thing is that life without being addicted to something is a hell of a lot better than a life in addiction. So that's like, I know that really well. And that's one of the things that's like, I just don't get. It's like people early in recovery are fighting for their addiction. They want it so bad. Trying to figure out how to recover and keep their addiction. All the lies, all the games. It's like, no, you're free. Be free. Don't you know what you've... No, people don't. I didn't either. Not at first. But I sensed it. I sensed there was something there. Something worth going for. So, I went all the way, and I keep going. I haven't stopped yet. So, I can't tell people. They gotta find it for themselves. Because they won't believe until they've experienced it for themselves. Just like I didn't believe until I experienced it for myself. But I had to have that kindling first, and that push off the cliff. Or just gotten yelled at enough. It's like, fine, quit hassling me. So, anyway, I'm glad I went for a run today. Even if it was only a mile. I just showed myself that I could do it. Just be aware of things that hurt. And it's like, it's not... So I'll be conscious of what this does. And it's like, I know it doesn't hurt nearly as much as what it did a couple weeks ago when I had to stop. But it's definitely discomfort. So it's like, okay, I need to break this foot in. Not break it, but try to build up or stretch or something, because I don't know. We'll see what happens. Today was a warm-up little jog to see what it felt like, and tomorrow I'll probably do the same thing in the morning before the cars wake up, and just go and see what it feels like. And if I only go another mile, I only go another mile. But it's a mile more than what I would do any other time. So every little bit. So that's all that I know. It isn't too much, but I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can do. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. Okay, bye.